Being a hero to a zero, it's always interesting what happens when it comes to Manchester United. Every single time they always have something special to give to the world. And I have no idea how far can this go on, especially under the new management of Ineos. Can they accept this nonsense from happening and keeping on happening? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And if you're joining us for the first time, please do me a favor. My name is Sam and I'm your host, and I'm always talking football. So do me a favor. Click the like button, subscribe to the Connect, the best way you support TFC. So I'm going to talk about Manchester United 1, Burnley 1. An exciting game which led to some craziness. As well as some of the games which were played on the goal rush. Yes, Sheffield United are officially relegated of the Premier League. They're out, as well as we're going to talk about Newcastle, people, and what they've been doing to teams. Crystal Palace, the team, has actually managed to stop them. So there's so much to talk about in the Premier League this week, in this video. So I'm excited, but mostly we need to talk about the anchor game, the game that had it all. Onana, one of the best goalkeeper saves I saw today, and one of the worst things a goalkeeper could ever do to give a penalty. We are all going to talk about it here. And you thought I've said the best, the worst. Oh, Anthony scores, people, for the first time in the Premier League. So there is that again. So we'll get into that. Let's start and talk about the video. So Manchester United were at home again, playing another team that is in the relegation zone, which is Burnley. And the game was played so well, I have to say. It was one of those games which somebody can go back and look at and actually say that it was amazing to watch, but somehow at the end of the day it finishes Manchester United 1, Burnley 1. How is that even possible, especially when the first goal was scored on the 77th minute and the other goal which was scored was also scored, I think, at 87 minutes. It's crazy how closely these times were, but that's exactly what happened in the Premier League today, and it was because of some mistakes which were done by the goalkeeper. But who has been so good in the game today, Onana was just amazing. And I'm going to repeat that again. Today, Onana was just amazing. The reason why I'm saying that, there are so many chances where Burnley should have gone on top, should have actually scored some crazy thunderbolts, but he's doing some unreal saves, jumping into some moments to save, to keep the team in the game, which was working so well. I was really excited seeing that, saying that, okay, we've been making fun of him, but now he stepped it up and he's showing that maybe, just maybe next season, he could be the guy that United are going to work with and see where they can go forward, because he was keeping this team in the game, as well as delivering those long balls. Because sometimes I feel like people take for granted what Onana actually does. Some deliveries that he gives this United team, of course, they might not take advantage of some passes that he gives them because, you know, it's United. But he actually does something special with this team, because he is able to deliver those long balls that we always talk about Trent Alexander-Arnold doing, and he does it to the fullest. And that's one of the things that, even though you are angry at him as a United fan, you will always appreciate over Onana, and which is very important, because it has kept this team going. But today I have to say the midfield really died on me, or died on the United fans, because there were some point where I could see Harry Maguire, when Burnley were attacking, going forward, either Casemiro or Harry Maguire wins the ball, it goes back, the ship puts it to the strike force, and immediately it's back into the Burnley hands. They try to attack again, then they lose it. So you would say that when you're looking at Manchester United, what is lacking is the midfield, the one that should be in the middle. It seems like it's not really there, and it's opening up some serious gaps, which if they're opened and they're left like that, they're leaving the teams with so many mistakes, which are causing chaos over the teams. And I don't know how are they going to work on that, especially if they want to keep winning games the way they were trying to, because I saw that they were doing some long balls to jump the defense of this team to get using counter-attack as a way. But counter-attack type of football can not only be the only thing you use for United. And the fact that Burnley, a team which is in relegation, had control over the game. They were doing everything. They were actually the team that was on top in terms of position. They had more shots they had shots, even though not more on target. United had more of those, but they had shots. But somehow the game came in and United had nothing. They need to work over how they control the game because they keep losing the ball so many times. We used to talk about a playing style, and even though it's not really clear, you might say that maybe Eric Ten Hag wants to play more of a counter-attacking football, which is something that we're seeing today, but he was failing to control the ball. How do you want to play with the ball and have control? Because I don't like to, the first 10 to 20 minutes, United were controlling the ball. Burnley, it was like the way a team that was just in the game to defend, and United were controlling, not allowing Burnley to have the ball to do anything, which was really amazing to watch because I have not seen that much from all the games that maybe they've scrapped to win or even to do what. I have not seen that, but somehow it all died. It feels like they have an energy level that lasts only a bit. It feels like, have you ever seen this team like to concentrate for the long game? Their concentration span is very, very low, that sometimes when you expect them to keep going with what they're doing, they fail off. And when they fail off, it leaves so many mistakes and so many people to talk about what we are talking about right now. Because even though it finished 1, the story of the game tells a different story to what actually happened. Burnley should have at least scored 2 or 3, and that's why I'm saying hence Onana was very important. And I'm not saying that the goalkeeper of Burnley was not tested as well. He was, but I felt like Onana had some crazy serious saves which he pulled off today, because it is an open gate when it comes to attacking United, which still scares me as well to actually talk about that. My team, Liverpool, could not beat United, especially with the way they are so open as a team. But again, with what we are seeing from the games that have been played, Liverpool have not been that good. But what I'm saying is this team should have done more. To be honest, should have done more. Burnley as well as United needs to improve more. And I don't know, because of course you can see that there are so many injuries. Actually, Maguire is the only fit defender at the moment and is playing with a midfield on the side. So it's something that you would say some people have to understand, that they are not really at their best level at the moment. They are just surviving each and every single time. And we have to take that really into consideration, because I know how injuries can impact a team. People are talking about my team falling off right now, but it's because of the injuries we suffered, which has now left us into where we are. And that's where I feel like United is at this moment. They are dealing with problems of injuries, which they cannot find like a direction to fall on or to go on, which is really, really crazy. But it is a good game, really. It was amazing to see, and I don't know where exactly they need to do, but they need to do some changes. And if you go to any United fan page account, they're all talking about how Ineos has to do this, how Ineos has to come and change this, how Ineos has to do this. It's not even about Ineos. I feel like if there's a clear playing style which is really put out there, it will make it easier for the people who are looking for the players that will fit into the playing style that United will be playing, and it will give direction to where United as a team are going. Because at this moment, I can't see that, and so many people cannot see that. But it was a good game, and Onana, as much as I would want to throw craziness on him, he was actually one of the best players in the pitch. But as well, it came to this point as well. Also, the penalty situation in the end. Was that a penalty? Let me know in the comment section, because Wan-Bissaka was given a penalty against him at some point. So it's crazy how things can just be like. So it's exciting. I'm not going to just come in and tell that United are shit, because that doesn't make sense. I try by all means to look at. Today I sat down, I watched the game, and I saw where the problems is. They need to find how to make that midfield functional. They might have a Kobe Minor, they might have what, but there is a difference between the defense and the strike force of United. There's an empty space in between, and the sooner they find how to actually use and work on that, the better. Because if they play, especially Arsenal, like that, man, they'll be destroyed. So I want to know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think of United's performance, and where do you expect to see them going? As well as Newcastle cannot stop beating teams like crazy. Alexander Isak was on fire with a penalty and a goal, and again, Bruno Guimaraes scored an own goal and Callum Wilson scored, which was 5-1, which officially means that Sheffield United have been relegated and they're out of the Premier League. So it means the position that Leicester managed to go to yesterday has now been taken, as Sheffield United are the first team in the Premier League this season to be relegated. What are your thoughts over, and what do you think Sheffield needs to do when they go down to prepare and come back at least a stronger team? Because what we saw this season was really not the Sheffield we saw of old. It was even weaker this time. So I want to know your thoughts in the comment section. Do me a favor on that. Click the like button, subscribe to the Connect. Fulham becomes the first team that actually stopped the Crystal Palace. They've been on a run, people. They've beat West Ham by 5-0. They beat Liverpool by 1-0. They've been on a run, and Fulham managed to stop them at their own home ground, which is actually amazing to look at as well. And the other team that has really been going through some crazy moments, it's Luton. Luton have been struggling to win a game, and today is one of those days where they should have gotten something, but they didn't. So many questions will be asked, people. But anyway, I've given you my all and what I thought of the game. Now it's my turn to listen to you now. Speak to me in the comment section. What did you see of today's performance, and what are you expecting? I've been your host, Sam, and I'm out. I'll see you on another one. Click the like button, subscribe to Connect. We're out. Peace. See me on the other side.